morning and welcome back. Welcome to another edition of Fitness Friday. I'm here with Casey Stutzman at Performance Locker, who is going to talk about the difference between mobility and flexibility. So good morning, Casey.
Good morning, Ashley.
So what is the difference between those things?
That's a really good question. When we're looking at flexibility, we're kind of focused on individual muscles, right? So can the hamstrings stretch? And can they return back? And how much room do they have to move? When we look at mobility, we're more looking at the joint as a whole. So there's lots of muscles that make up every single joint, and we're looking at can they create movement working together? And at the end of the day, flexibility is a part of mobility, but mobility is what we want. We want to have full range of motion in the shoulder, in the hip, in the ankle, in the rib cage, the thoracic spine. So we want to make sure that these areas can move, which is going to take stress off other areas. Like for example, a lot of times if people have immobility issues in the hips or in the thoracic spine where the ribs are, it forces the lumbar spine to move too much, and that's where pain or discomfort or best case scenario, lack of performance or lack of strength comes in. So we want to get those mobile areas mobile so that the body can move freely and unrestricted. Now, static stretching and flexibility is a small part of that, but at the end of the day, we're trying to create movement within the joint. So to do that, we want to use more active, dynamic, tight movements that are going to, I don't want to say challenge, but start to get the joint to move in a variety of different emotions through a full range and in all planes of motion.
Perfect, and it sounds like these things lead to each other. Flexibility leads to mobility, and mobility leads to flexibility.
It does, it does. They're a huge part of the equation. I think where we go wrong sometimes is too much focus on just flexibility and too much static stretching without teaching the joint how to center itself and how to move.
Perfect. Well, can you show us some of these examples?
I would love to show you an example.
Awesome.
All right, here's a quick little part of a warm-up that we take people through on a pretty regular basis. So the goal here is to get all the major joints moving in a variety of different planes of motion, and we're going to try and use a lunge sequence to get the pelvis moving and different arm reaches in different positions to get the ribs and the shoulders moving. So our basic lunge pattern is going to go into a forward lunge, and depth is up to you. Find whatever range is comfortable. So if you want to go low, great. If you want to stay high, that's fine too. And then we're going to reach forward and reach as far as we can towards the toe. If you don't touch it, that's fine. And then coming back. And then left foot forward, touch the toe, and come back. Now the next one's going to be a side step. So we'll go right side step, reach to the toe, and return. Left side step, reach, and return. And then we're going to go right open step. So we're kind of stepping back and behind, reach to the toe, return. Left open step, reach, touch, and return. Now the lunges stay the same for the next 6 or next 5, but we're going to change up the hand position. So we'll go through the whole next one. We're going to go right foot forward lunge, reaching up and back, and return. Left foot forward, reach up, back. Right side step, reach up, back. Left side step, sitting into the hips, reach up, back. Right open step, reaching up and back. Left, nice, reaching up and back. Now we'll keep those lunges the same, we'll just change the hand position. So the next one, we'll keep the arms up overhead, we'll go same side bend. So if I step right, I'll bend right. If I step left, I'll bend left, and we'll go through all 6 lunges.
Okay.
Then we'll go opposite side bend. So we'll keep the arms up overhead. If I step right, I'll bend left. If I step left, I'll bend right, and we'll go through all 6 lunges. Then we'll go twist, arms out in front, step right, twist right, step left, twist left, and then through the rest of the 4 lunges. And then final is opposite, step right, twist left, twist right. Now, I'm sure you probably noticed those last couple ones where you're like, okay, which way am I stepping? Which way am I twisting? That's also starting to really challenge kind of the communication, right? Can your brain figure out what to do and get the pieces to move where they want? So there's a great neurological and neuromuscular part of that warm-up. It kind of gets the brain and the nervous system fired up and ready to move too.
Definitely. So while moving, you had to think about where am I positioning my arms and my legs, which leg goes with which arms.
Right.
Yep, so that's good. It works your brain and your body.
Absolutely.
So how can people use this every day?
That's a great question. It's a wonderful part of a warm-up before any type of workout, usually earlier in the warm-up just to help mobilize the body. For people who are sitting a lot, whether it's in your car, in an airplane, a desk jockey, you know, times that you're feeling stiff and you just need to feed your body a little bit of movement. So during lunch breaks, when you get home, anytime that you're just feeling a little trapped down, you can't really do it too much.
Definitely, and so tense, this will kind of loosen you up and get you going for the day. Awesome, well thank you Casey for showing us these moves, and hopefully people at home can use this in their everyday activities. Stay tuned because Sports is Next with Eric Puri.